Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Karini Betisma. I am matric number 275889. Today, I would like to talk about employee display in hospitality and tourism industry. The introduction is, hospitality is the cordial and generous receptions and entertainment of guests or strangers, either socially or commercially. While hospitality industry is comprised of those businesses which practice the acts of being hospitable, those businesses which are characterized by generosity and friendliness to guests. Disciplinary system is a method to measure performance and problem of employees. It is also help to avoid the effect of workplace problem to become worse. In hospitality industry, employee discipline was the important things in order to achieve the success in the hotel business. When an employee's performance of behavior is unsatisfactory, corrective actions must be taken. It is being a big issue in every company, especially hospitality industry, because it can reduce productivity and profits, quality controls problem, lost opportunities of customers, and low employee morale. The purpose of discipline in the hospitality industry are employee performance and behavior is expected to contribute towards the achievement of the organization goals and objectives. Besides, to ensure that all employees are treated equally and to put codes of conduct into place so that employees know what is expected of them. And lastly, a disciplined work environment facilitates management as well as employees being on their best behavior. There are several activities that lead to employee discipline, which are absence of tidiness, smoking, no call, no show, insubordination, improper use of equipment, and so on. Next, the major offences, which is immediate terminations, such as false statement made on the job applications, time clock violations, gambling, fighting, bringing weapons to work, drug or alcohol use, willful destructions of company property, and lastly, sexual harassment of abuse. Furthermore, disciplinary procedure is an important part in an organization. It is necessary for the employees to obey the rules, codes, and policy led by the organizations. There are 5 steps in disciplinary procedure, which is verbal warning, first written warning, second written warning, suspensions, and lastly, terminations of employment. Firstly, verbal warning. The employee's immediate supervisor give verbal reprimand. The reprimand must be given in private and must address the area of concern, including the possible outcome if the behavior is not corrected, and the employee is given an opportunity to provide his or her versions of the events. Secondly, first written warning. The letter should include actions that may be taken if the inappropriate behavior continues. The employee is given an opportunity to provide his or her versions of the events. The letter should be given in private and a copy is placed in the employee's personal file. Thirdly, second written warning. A final written warning is designed to provide the employee with clear instructions of what has happened, what needs to change, and what actions may be taken if the problem persists. It will also provide the employer with a clear documentary evidence of their decision-making process. Next is suspenses. The first suspension is for 1 day. If this does not correct the behavior and reputations of course, the next incident would result in a 5-day suspension and then a 10-day suspension. After a 10-day suspension, dismissals would be considered. However, non-disciplinary suspension deputy heads do not give a disciplinary suspension where they feel an extensive investigation is required, where the deputy head feel an employees must be removed from the work sites to properly conduct an investigation. A suspension pending investigation under Section 30 of the Public Service Act is required. Lastly is the terminations of employment. The supervisor makes a recommendations for dismissals after looking into the matter and hearing the employee's explanations. Termination of employment refers to the end of employees' work with a company. An employer must be able to prove that the dismissals was substantive and procedurally fair. Substantive fairness means that there must be a just reason which gave rise to the decision to dismiss the employee. In conclusions, disciplinary procedure in hospitality tourism is an important part in an organization. It is necessary for the employees to obey the rules, codes, and policy laid by the organizations. So, we all can learn about workplace behavior, dismissal, written warning, suspension, verbal warning, and so on.
That's all from me. Thank you.